What's going on, guys? We are in the Adirondacks and Lake Placid. We're only here for one night, but I do have a special surprise. We are staying in a beautiful tiny home. This was only $140 on Airbnb for the night, and this property looks beautiful. So let's go take a tour of it. Wow. So right off the bat, this is cool. I've never stayed in a tiny home before, but this is definitely going to be a really cool experience. I mean, this is it. This is the little layout, and this is awesome. For one night, this is definitely going to be a good place to sleep. Time to check out the bathroom, and this is an interesting toilet setup. I'm kind of scared to use it, but I'm going to have to use it. And other than that, you know, nice sink. And the shower, it's small, but that's actually a pretty decent shower. This is so cool. What do you think about this tiny house, Britt?
This is awesome.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
And what I didn't know is this actually has a little back deck and a fire pit. It's in the woods. This is incredible. An awesome touch is there's these little, like, almost mosaic glass pieces that allow natural light to come in all around this tiny home. Such a cool little piece to add in there. We're gonna bring our bags in, and then we're gonna head up to the top of Whiteface Mountain, and we're gonna drive up there because you actually can drive up to the summit of Whiteface. And then after that, we're gonna try and find an awesome spot for sunset. So let's go adventure. We made it up the Veterans Memorial Highway. We got a parking spot, and when you're up here, you can take the elevator, which is right there, to the summit, and it's not that far. So we're gonna head towards the Castle Way, and then there's a nice hiking path all the way up. So let's go check it out. The views up here are beautiful, and as you can see, this is part of the highway coming up to the parking lot, and you can see it all the way down there too. Definitely awesome to come up to Whiteface, and it does cost $20 per person, which honestly, that's not too bad.
Just take it slow.
And there's where we're headed to. The hike is just like this the whole way up, so it's pretty easy. Definitely a lot of elevation gain though. The hike up definitely can be pretty challenging, but it is a lot of fun. Definitely is tiring even if you're pretty well conditioned, but the views definitely make up for it. After about a straight up 20-minute hike, we finally made it up to the summit, and it is incredible. So at the summit, you get a nice little map of the peaks around, and it is a little hazy today, but Mount Marcy, it's right over there, and that's the tallest peak in New York and in the Adirondacks. But on a clear day with no haze, this is an incredible view. Still is incredible now too, though. To get the full experience, we decided we're gonna take the elevator down. The elevator is definitely a little sketchy, but it is cool that it has these windows, and it takes you straight down through the mountain. Then we're gonna come out in the tunnel. And it looks like we finally made it out. Wow, it is cold in here, but yes, the tunnel is cool. Really awesome spot for an elevator. Glad we took it down because we got both experiences coming to Whiteface. All right, time to find a spot for sunset. We made it to our sunset hike. We are here at Connery Pond. We're gonna be going into the trail right over here, and then we're gonna get this beautiful sunset, and I'm gonna get some awesome drone shots. We did scout out some spots to shoot the Milky Way tonight. So guys, you definitely gotta stay tuned because hopefully we get some incredible shots. And while we're shooting the Milky Way, I'm gonna leave the GoPro on to do some star trails at the tiny home. So hopefully that looks pretty cool too. Well, let's go get this sunset. So a slight debacle. The rest of the trail is flooded, but we're still gonna stay because look at how beautiful that is. I definitely got to get my drone up in the air because there's people kayaking.
Days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass. Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces.
That was a great drone flight. I do think that I can make it around the outer edge of this trail. So I do want to get some shots with the Sony of the beautiful Whiteface Mountain there in the background. So I'm gonna try my best. Let's go. I'm also kind of regretting wearing shorts. We've kind of been getting eaten alive. Ooh, that's some squishy mud. I'm gonna try and make it a pretty good way though. Look at that, Britt. I made it over here. Now, I don't have to walk through the mud. I can walk on these nice little platforms, and we're gonna get some epic shots here with the Sony. Well, that's gonna do it for this beautiful sunset here at Connery Pond in the Adirondacks. Now we're gonna refuel up, and then it's time for the Milky Way shots. So let's hope we get some good skies tonight. We can line it up perfectly, and it's gonna be beautiful, guys. So I'm really looking forward to this. So right now we are set up just off of the Adirondack Lodge Road, and this is a beautiful spot to be shooting right now. And we definitely got some good Milky Way in there for sure. I know you guys can't see the stars right now, but it is a beautiful night.
You ever wonder if we know what's best for one another? Are we just another project?
Well, after a long night shooting the Milky Way, we are up bright and early, and we are here at Lower Cascade Lake for a sunrise mission. So I'm gonna get the drone up in the sky and enjoy this footage. After sunrise, we came back to the tiny home and we got all packed up, but we do have a few more things that we're gonna be doing. Right now, we're about to head to High Falls Gorge. High Falls Gorge is not open all the time and you do have to pay to go in. The hours are 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., which isn't that great, but we are gonna head there. It's about 8:30 now, so we're gonna head out soon. Then after that, we're gonna go get some breakfast in Lake Placid, and then that'll do it for our trip to the Adirondacks. Goodbye, Cordwood Tiny Home. It's been a great stay. Now it's time to go to High Falls Gorge. We made it to High Falls Gorge. No drones, but this is gonna be beautiful. I'm not gonna be doing any photography here because there's not a cloud in the sky and the sun is gonna be shining directly on the waterfalls. We made it through, and right now we are the only ones on the trail. There were a couple other people, but they didn't come out yet. This was $27 for the two of us, but there is construction going on, So we got a $10 discount. So normally it would have been about $37 for 2 people. It's kind of a steep price because it's not that long of a hike, but I will show you guys, it is beautiful here. No drones, no problem. I got the 360 camera here. It is beautiful, but yeah, this is kind of disappointing with the blue tarp right by the main waterfall. This is the old trail. I remember coming here years ago. So I'm gonna have to come back sometime once the construction is over. I'm gonna have to ask the lady there because that is awesome. I love that trail, and it looks like they're replacing the boards on it. Still a beautiful spot to come to though. So walking towards the end of this bridge, I realize what they're doing. So the blue tarp goes up that way. It looks like they're probably making a new viewpoint right there to get right next to the main waterfall. So we're just coming at a bad time. I mean, they got to do it, but yeah, we definitely got to come back. Probably next fall we'll be back in the Adirondacks, but this is a great spot to come to, even though it does cost a good penny. We made it to the final bridge where they told us that you do have to turn around now because I do believe they are putting in new boards. It would be awesome if they do all glass boards on this walkway, but either way, I don't mind paying money when you got views like this because this is just beautiful. That does it for our hike here at High Falls Gorge. Now time to head into Placid, get some breakfast before we hit the road. We made it to downtown Lake Placid for breakfast. And I love this downtown area. And here we are, the big mountain Crepery and Deli, home of the 46 sandwiches for breakfast. And as you can see, the menu in here is massive. They have sandwiches named after all of the 46 high peaks. So I went with the lower Ossable sandwich on Asiago. This looks so good. Brittany went with the Lake Placid, and then we also got a s'mores crepe. So let's try this food. All right, so the lower Ossable has sausage, egg, cheese, and maple mayo on it. 9.1 out of 10. That is amazing. And of course, we had to try a crepe. This is a s'mores crepe, like I said, and this looks amazing. Actually tastes like a s'mores. I'm gonna go with an 8.6 out of 10. Really good. Our final stop in the Adirondacks is the Old Mountain Coffee Co. in Keene Valley. This place is awesome. I'm gonna be trying a maple latte right before we head home. All right, well, here is my iced maple latte, final drink in the Adirondacks. That is a really good latte. I'm gonna go with an 8.8 out of 10. And thank you guys for joining us on our Adirondacks vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Adventure on.